Howdy, y'all. Welcome back. I'm Laird, and this is going to be our, I think, third episode of A Year of Adventure. I know there was a slight break. We had a few just technical difficulties crop up. But joining us is the wonderful Dravon, played by Dub, uh,
Hello.
Cornelia, by our wonderful friend Whiff, and joining us for the first time,
Hello.
Arugula. Could you introduce your character for us?
Oh, I'm on the spot. But yes. Um my character is Ori, and I'm a midwife.
That's exciting.
I hope to be some kind of use.
Okay. For anything, I need this. Let's see, so I really hope y'all see this. Okay, things are starting off interesting.
Oh,
Uh, Dravon and Cornelia, as you find yourself stumbling out of the Vermissian into Ivory Row, the lights blind you. It's nearly as bright as the sun up here, which is strange for anywhere drow are, but there are some drow amongst the Ivory Row, although it is often considered the edge of aelfir territory. Uh, there's some drow up here who are playwrights and musicians, and the assistants to the aelfir playwrights and musicians. A few that are actors and actresses found their ways into the theaters. But you are off after a little playwright organization known as the Sunlight Collective. Unfortunately, your leads did not go much further than y'all needed to be up here. But as y'all tumble out of the Vermissian and step out into the light, you notice a rather large raven is sitting on a perch in front of a house.
Like, how large are we talking about?
Um, like the size of what you would consider like a condor. This is one of the mega corvids of the Spire.
Okay.
Probably a 3.5 to 4 foot wingspan. It's a big bird.
Um, does it have a friend?
Currently no, it is sitting by itself, but there's something wrapped around its left foot.
does it seem friendly?
It's not flying away. Oh, and your mic and camera are on in game, so I'm hearing you twice. I muted you. Okay. Okay.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good now.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's something wrapped around its foot.
Mm. Do one of you guys want to go get it?
Sure. I can grab it.
Currently, well, I'm so sorry, your character's name just left my mind. You are not with them yet. We're gonna get to you very shortly.
Ori.
Yes, Ori.
Okay. So is this something that's wrapped around its foot? Is it like easily accessible from where I'm at?
Oh yeah, if you walk up to it, as long as it doesn't fly away, it should be very easy to get.
Okay. Um, I guess I approach it in a cautious manner. Try to make eye contact and
It
you know.
it looks straight at you and it doesn't move. Like it ruffles its feathers a bit, but it doesn't make any like big movements.
Yeah, so I tried to retrieve the item wrapped around its foot.
So
Is it like a leather strap or is it like a
as you look down, it is not a strap or a piece of twine. It is in fact a spider.
Okay, I run away in fear.
As you back up, the spider just skitters off into the distance. But the paper tumbles down to the ground.
I I have my hands in my head in my face, screaming in terror. because I'm deathly afraid of spiders.
Well, Drayvon is
Like
having.
I'm having a panic attack right
y-
now.
Well, while you're having the episode, I snatch up the piece of paper.
You have a wonderful evening, Decaf. As you snatch up, it briefly says, Cervasis reassigned, Vermisian snatched, reallocated to new assignment, will return when done. New member reassigned,
Understood.
Ori, and then some like quickly scrawled out directions to where where the temple is that Ori works at as a midwife.
Okay, and where is that temple?
About 3 blocks away.
3 blocks.
Oh, okay, so
in
not that
in
far.
Ivory Row or in
Yeah,
the
in Ivory Row,
Undercity?
right where y'all
Okay.
are.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, and then I also want to check on Drayvon and calm him down as needed.
I the fright has passed. It's just I don't do well with spiders.
Understood. Unexpected and understood.
And as y'all get up, both of you roll me 1d10.
Okay.
Okay. How do I do this again?
Slash
Slash
roll
There it
roll.
is.
space
There
1d10.
Oh no.
Well,
No.
So you both see the door again.
Oh hell.
Just a plain old wooden door about 20 yards in front of you, but it's not attached to anything physical. It's just standing out in the open.
once again, I am not enticed by the door.
Me neither. Very disinterested in the door at this time.
No,
After what happened with
Talon.
what's his
The
name?
the
Talon, yes.
old gentleman.
Was it-
Yeah.
As y'all look at it, you'll think you'll hear Talon's voice.
Trayvon.
Okay, how much do I think I hear his voice? 'Cause
Um,
that's like
If you'd like to see like how well you can tell, is it the door or is it actually Talon? Give me a. Apologize, I need a quick sheet. Make sure I get the names correct. You could give me a investigate
okay, so 3d10.
roll.
'Cause I have a knack. Well, I guess it would be 2d10, right?
Well, do you have a domain you think could apply?
The occult.
Oh, sure. So yeah, 3d10.
Okay.
So how you do it is you click the skill, you click the domain, and then you hit roll, and you put in
Oh,
3.
yeah. That's right. That's right. So, okay. So yeah, both of those are selected. 3 dice. Submit.
Okay. You're fairly certain he
Oh,
did say it, but not at this moment.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay.
That essentially the house is repeating what it's heard.
What was
Hmm.
I hearing specifically? Was he just like calling out for us, or
Yeah.
Yeah, help me. The walls, they don't make sense. The rooms connect to rooms, but they go back and don't connect to the room they came from. I enter the kitchen. When I go to leave the kitchen from the same door I entered, I end up in the bathroom. I try to exit the bathroom. I end up in the garage. I exit the garage. I end up on the roof. But there's nowhere to go to from the roof. You fall and you land in the living room again.
We will.
I'll be back.
There's just walls within rooms within rooms. And don't let father see you.
Don't let father see.
Don't
Wait,
let
Daddy.
don't let
Don't
father
let
see you.
daddy.
He's faster than you could ever imagine. Just don't let him. Hide. Run. Better yet, just die. That's what you think will protect you.
Right. Okay.
And like
Uh,
soon as it ends, he just starts repeating it again.
Okay, I couldn't want to be further from this door.
Yeah, there would need to be more research into the door and its properties before you would attempt to open it. So I'm just going to ignore it at this moment. I have a task set at hand, and I must continue on away from the door. We're
Far
going
away.
to the not we're not doing the playwright thing yet. We're gonna go pick up our new associate companion,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's what the letter said. So I want to start heading towards that way.
And as y'all head that way, we're gonna put a pause on you two. Ori, how's your day going? Being a midwife at the temple.
Busy.
Anything interesting happened today?
Thankfully, no.
So it was around. I guess it's been about a day or so since the Magister came by and talked to you, right? Told you about your new assignment.
Yes.
What do you think of the guy? Your Magister.
Fine.
So
He seems like a fine guy.
at this exact moment, what are you doing in the temple?
At this exact moment, I am tending to the egg sacs.
So while you do so,
I'm
about a
sorry, what?
She's tending to the sacks.
yes, the drow of the Spire are born in eggs.
Oh, makes
Yes.
sense. Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
In multiples.
Oh, that's right. Clutches.
Mm-hmm.
so
Makes sense.
as you're tending, about a palm-sized spider crawls up to you, and it pops onto your hand, and through a bit of communication that y'all have developed over time, it lets you know that your new associates are on the way.
Well, thank you, little sling. I would like to go to the. I'll make my way to the front of the temple to meet them.
Okay. Uh, as you head up, everything seems okay. A little bit quieter than usual. There's been a few strange disappearances in Ivory Row recently. And you've seen some people talking about a door. You haven't experienced it yet yourself, so you don't quite know what they're prattling on about. But there's some door plaguing the spire. And yes, I know that sentence sounds strange. As you head to the front of the temple, Elijan of the temple, one of the priests of the temple, comes up to you. Very, very old drow. Some people debate they might be one of the oldest drow of the spire. Wanders up. Ori, leaving so soon? Those dang ministers got you into starting a war or something?
Now we don't know if it's a war. As far as I know, I'm just helping a few people out. I'm sure I won't be gone long.
Yeah, I heard they got you assigned to a darn cell. Today it's quieting some unrest in the Undercity. Next week it's overthrowing the aelfir Council. Just be careful. It's...
I will.
When was the last time you went Undercity?
Oh, goodness. I can't even recall. You know, I barely leave the temple. I'm always with the eggs.
I know, but... Yeah, I figured at some point you made your way down there. It was bad, and it is worse. The temple down there caught fire 2 weeks ago.
It caught fire?
400 clutches destroyed.
Have I been inside that long?
Been down there 2 weeks.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, from the two Legion that made it out, they said that just a candle rose in fire and the dust in the air itself caught flame. They did what they could, saved what they could. Everything down there just takes to a light. It's under the works, so that Spire black just drips down and sticks on everything. One
Mm.
errant gunshot and 3 blocks go up in smoke. And of course, the Helionite Church is down there too. And what do they love more? Shooting their darn guns.
What a waste.
Friend closes his eyes, feels the till he's in just about communion with the ground itself. Your friends are close. I'm going to retire to my room. Stay safe and remember, this temple is always your home.
Thank you. Make sure not too much trouble happens while I'm gone.
How can I? All the trouble's leaving with you. As he walks back, almost on cue, the door rings and a person you would know to be a Vermissian sage by the attire walks in, and another Legion. And you would know from your dossier that it is Cornelia and Drayvon.
I look to them, spread my arms, and say, "Ah, you must be the two that I'm waiting for."
Greetings. I am Drayvon.
Oh, I go in for a hug. Unless I
and
misunderstood.
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay, good. Continue, Drayvon.
and that is Cordelia.
Hi.
Very nice to meet
Cornelia.
both of you. I'm sure you probably don't want to stay long in the temple.
No, we do have some priorities that need attending. So
Business.
I hate to cut things short, but we do need to move quickly.
Quite fine. I've said my goodbyes to the eggs and the ones that have recently hatched. I've already had them bag packed, so I am at your disposal.
Ori, could you roll 1d10 for me?
Oh boy.
Already?
You very faintly hear, coming from, I believe it is Drayvon's bag, just the muttered sound of, push the button. The button. Push it. Push the button. Push it. Don't you want to push the button? Push the button.
Eh,
I don't mean to be rude, but I believe there's something in your bag, Drayvon.
It's nothing.
Yeah. There's plenty of things in my bag.
Is there something that can speak?
Yeah. Yeah, there is. It's best to ignore it.
Yeah.
As maybe you would know, maybe you don't. If an inanimate object starts talking to you and wants you to do things, it's probably best to ignore it. So,
Sounds like fair advice.
in order for me to make sure that no one stumbles across this particular artifact, I've decided to keep it on my person in hopes that it doesn't get misused. I think is the right way to say it. There may be a time where we will have to use the item, but for now, don't push the button.
Don't let the button gaslight you. We've been down this road.
I will keep my hands to myself.
As y'all start walking out of the temple, I presume, to continue the conversation, 4 goats run in front of you. They're white with a massive red cross on their backs. You would know them to be White Cross Reds. Somewhat common in this area. They kind of scream and run from temple to temple.
Are these like goat people, or are they just like a breed of goats?
They are goats.
Okay.
They are worshipped by people known as the Capernites, who have found the ability to turn into goats at will, but most of them never turn back. So, what could be seen as a Capernite worship service just wanders across in front of y'all.
Interesting. Is there anything particular that stands out against them, or they're
Just obscure. You don't really see them outside of this area and outside of the Godwalk.
Anything that I would know as a priest that is important about this particular religious group?
They're weird. Humans tend to flock to it for some reason.
Oh. Can they help
where
us?
did you say they were heading towards as well?
Just running across towards, honestly, who knows where? They're just running. They're going, as you exit the temple, they're going from your left down to your right.
Okay. I guess I looked down to the left where they were running from.
You see what you would know to be a Capernite church, which is literally just a small goat enclosure on a piece of property with some fake grass and mushrooms on it. In a small like pedestal made of logs.
Is there anything out of the ordinary?
No, they're just out for a stroll, it seems. But
Okay.
it's just one of those things that, you see it within the Spire and it just makes you kind of step back.
Stop and look.
Yeah.
Okay. I
But,
guess that happened.
As
I
you
wouldn't concern yourself with them too much.
as you've been kind of brought into the mission from the letter you received, Ori, you know they are looking for the Sunlight Collective. Your group is looking for the Sunlight Collective. A group of playwrights and occultists who happen to be in Ivory Row.
Yes.
So, how familiar are you with the Sunlight Collective? And if you don't have a personal answer, like if you're not sure what you would know, I'll say you can roll like 2D. Let me look at your character sheet real quick. I want to give you an accurate roll.
Can we see her character sheet as well?
Oh yes, all character sheets are set to public.
How do I see the journal?
You could roll with either the occult domain or the academia domain. So you could do 2d10. Just tell me which one you'd like to use.
We'll do a cult.
Okay. So to remove the skill. Okay, yeah. So I have it set correctly. When you can't roll with a skill, you just click the skills to move it to the top. You can't roll with the domain. Click domain to move it to the top. And then you click the roll button, and then you input the number 2 and hit enter.
Okay. Hang on. I kind of cut out for me there a little bit. What was...
Okay, so you're going to be rolling with either the academia or occult domain.
Mm-hmm.
So pick the one you want to use and click it. And then,
It'll highlight in
yeah,
red.
it'll
when you
highlight in red
click
when
on
you
the.
clicked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then hit the roll button. Put in the number 2 and then roll.
Okay.
Okay, you got a 4. to the cheat sheet I need to keep up all the time. Stop. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that is a failure.
Roderick.
So slash GM. Okay, so this is 12, 2. Okay. So it takes you a little bit, and you feel just like a little bit of a headache come on, kind of processing everything. But you do come to the memory that the Sunlight Collective, kind of nomadic amount around the abandoned parts of the Ivory Row, kind of on the outskirts of the Spire, where they even punch some small holes through, and they'll follow the sunlight, which is strange for drow.
Mm-hmm.
So you know a few places to start looking for them, but you don't know exactly where they would be. It's a good 45-minute walk.
Okay.
So the information is yours. What would you like to do?
I relay that to Javon and Cornelia that we've got a little bit of a walk ahead of us. And this may or may not be the right location. We will see.
All right. Well, this is
I-
your neck of the woods, so I trust you.
Yeah, I gesture for Ori to lead the way.
All right, I take the head of the party and we begin our march.
As y'all start going, because y'all wander through Ivory Row, lots of young drow run up and give you a hug, Ori, that you've met, helped raise, taken care of when they were sick.
I more than happily give them their hugs back. I offer a small apology to my party members that this is just going to happen.
I look on with a little bit of jealousy, but I keep it to myself.
One elderly drow woman runs up and hands each of you a full honey cake. Like, picture a pound cake where you replace all the sugar with honey. And then she just hands each of you, like, a big one. Gives you all
Well,
a
I
hug and a
thank
big
her.
peck on the forehead, then runs back inside.
Stop! I'm moving here.
It happens more
I-
often than you think.
I nod towards her as a gesture of thanks and deposit the honey cake into my bag.
I thank her as well. Oh, and I hug her back.
Honey cake, nice. But push the button.
Okay. Just ignore that.
I put my honey cake away and continue leading.
You hear the
Ugh.
button trying to talk to anyone that walks by. Hey,
Mm.
you kid, want to push a button?
May I suggest an additional
I'm gonna
cloth?
yeah, I'm gonna wrap this box in a cloth to kind of smother it.
The pushing shall not be silenced.
I've never regretted
I'm gonna drop
rolling a
this thing.
10.
I'm gonna drop this thing down a well one of these days.
No, hold on to it.
Well, that's quite the plan you have there. Does it involve pushing the button?
I didn't actually say that out loud. I'm gonna
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh no, it still knows. It's
Apparently.
extra dimensional. It's sitting at this very table. Digitally speaking, of course.
Oh my.
But no, as you wander through the city, and get to like the outskirts of Ivory Row, you start seeing the odd aelfir here and there, which is a very rare sight. They have their big bombastic mask on, and you see one look at y'all and give you, you know, the look you give like when you see a small insect like inside, like you're in a shopping mall and a mosquito buzzes by, and you're just like, you shouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
It just about gives you that look. But you notice amongst the aelfir, one is walking without a mask, but they've like ripped their shirt up to cover their face. And y'all would know, usually if you see an aelfir on without a mask, they're either about to kill you, about to marry you, or they're dead.
I mean, this person is attempting to cover their face still, though, right?
Yes, but the act of carrying a mask is seen as part of like aelfir high society.
Would any of us recognize the aelfir?
I would say no.
Okay. So it wouldn't be someone that
No,
Trayvon stole from earlier.
no, and it would not be anyone y'all served endurance under. And they just scream, "Do not look! A child stole my mask. Right off my face."
Oh,
Child.
Yeah, about this tall, waves his hand in the general vicinity of his knees. Feathery.
no! Oh.
Would you know this child?
Oh, I think
Don't
it was
show your cards.
Chillish.
Don't
Oh,
show your cards too much. That's severely unfortunate that you've lost your mask. I have not seen a child
me
made of
neither.
feathers,
That you sound
but I will
silly.
keep an eye out. If it suits me.
If it suits you, you impudent whelp. He goes to raise his hand as if to strike you, but a piece of cloth falls off his face. And he just completely melts down and runs away.
All right. I say in a hushed tone so that no one but my team can hear me. Did we bring Chillish with us?
I don't think we invited Chillish to come with us, but he may be following.
Ugh. Well,
I did not take Chillish to be a thief, but again,
yeah.
I mean, look who it was anyway. So
Might have had a good reason.
more power to him. Can I look around to see if I can actually see any traces or any hiding spots where Chillish might
Yes.
have
Any of you who would like to check, which I will say, Ori, because you have not met Chillish, you would not know what they're talking about yet. You could roll investigate. And I would say,
Investigate.
yes, if you have the investigate skill, you can use it. And if you have the low society domain, you can use that as well.
Okay, I have low society, so I'll do 2d10. And before I roll, can I also put out some of the crumbles of that honey cake? You know, like you would put out for a pigeon.
You know what? If you do that, I'll let you roll an additional d10.
Excellent. I've done so. All right, we got an 8.
Okay.
Oh, I just rolled my regular. Is
Yeah,
that okay?
it's okay. I can still track what the highest number is.
Okay.
Okay, so character sheet, quick. Should I open the correct character sheet? It would be real painful to do this to the wrong person.
oh no.
Roll. Are very, very lucky. Um, So after just a bit of looking between the two of you, you're pretty certain that you don't see Chillish,
Mm.
but you do know that the amalgamation that is Chillish is not, more than likely, not the only attempt of modification done to a drow child. And there's probably another similar gutterkin out there.
I wonder if he knows Chillish.
Well, Chillish is the only one that I've seen so far that's
Yes,
feathery in nature, so.
that is also reasonable. But as y'all walk along, you start to come to what can best be described as a cross between a temple and a warehouse. It's very ornate but large and empty, with a small stage in the middle. And at the first one, there is a lone drow standing on stage. And they're up there practicing sword fighting.
And you said this was a temple?
It appears of a cross of a temple and a warehouse, but
Okay.
after a bit of looking, and or you would be aware of this, this is one of the many theaters of the Dishon theater style. It is an avant-garde style of acting where there is actual fights, usually fought to the first blood, that create a branching narrative style within the play. And on the note, Ori, have you ever taken time to watch one of the plays put on in Ivory Row?
I have, but it's been quite some time.
How long would you say it's been? Best estimate. In years, I presume.
5, at least 5.
Okay. So definitely not someone you can recognize, but as they step down, you've definitely heard the name that comes out of their mouth before as they introduce themselves. Hello. I'm Jessamine. Who are you?
I'm Ori, and these are my companions, Draven and Cornelia.
Huh. And what are y'all doing down by the theaters? There's no show for another 2 hours at least.
Maybe we just wanted really good seats?
You would know these seats have been sold out for days.
Listen, Laird, I want to be perfectly honest because it's been like 3 weeks. I forgot what we were supposed to be doing at the.
Okay. So thank you. I will quickly recap it. I
Yeah.
appreciate the honesty. So, what y'all learned last time is that when the play, The Weeping Maiden, was performed in Red Row, afterwards violence would escalate to untenable levels, and mobs would break out in the streets, and hundreds would die. As y'all left, they were piling up body bags on the sides of the road.
What's the name of the play? The
The
what
Weeping Maiden.
Weeping Maiden.
Weeping Maiden. It's like crying, weeping. In case I'm not being.
No. It's I didn't mishear you. I just forgot.
And it is being performed multiple times a day, and people are going to watch it 2, 3, 4 times.
So I guess the main idea was that we're trying to investigate and figure out why
Y'all,
the city breaks out in violence after one of these plays.
yes.
Okay. Well, I guess Woody asked what we're doing here, and Ori was like, "Oh, we're trying to get good seats." I kind of cut in and say, um, "We're actually here to kind of figure out why the audience seems to get so riled up after viewing this play.
Which show?
Weeping Maiden.
I should have never written that.
You wrote it?
If she
What's that
tosses,
thing?
she kind of tosses her sword to the side and slides down, sits on the edge of the stage. I was
It's Jessamine.
Jessamine. I was paid to write it. Some human came up Spire with more money than I'd ever seen. Told me to write a play that would stir the heart to act and to fight. I thought they were going to use it to create dissension amongst the aelfir, not use it against our most vulnerable.
So it's the content of the play itself that's upsetting people this much?
So the play is a spell.
Okay.
As it
Play
is
as a spell. Okay.
as it is acted, every act and decision and fight triggers a new component. Think of them like gears in a retro-engineered watch. As the gears fall into place, they spin new gears, and as they fall into place, they spin new gears. And as it all gets whipped up into a frenzy, in this case, the input is the fervor of the actors, the output is violence, rage, murder. The first time we did a dress rehearsal up here, half the cast didn't survive. But I thought that's what he wanted.
So this human, was there anything unique about them? Besides their money?
I mean, a human up Spire is weird enough as is, but they were surrounded by knights. Drow knights. That doesn't happen.
Doesn't.
Do we think that the knights are responsible?
The only thing the knights can be responsible for is a night out drinking or a bar brawl. This is too sophisticated.
That much is true.
So, why is it still being continued to be performed? Are you paid for each?
Oh no, I sold it to an acting troupe.
Okay. And
They're
this
part of the
group-
Sunlight Collective, but they are not me. And if they've performed it as many times as I'm thinking they have from when I wrote this, you can't just make them stop.
Is it a human troupe?
Drow.
Drow. Hmm.
But there's nothing left of the people who were in that play. You perform it once, you can walk it off like there's no big deal. Twice, have a headache for a couple of days. 3, 4 times, you're gonna have to sleep it off a bit. But if they've done it for days on end, the characters are all that's there.
So they've been brainwashed by their own play.
Brainwashed almost doesn't cut it. They've been rewritten. Recast into a new character.
They're not people anymore, technically.
No. Yes, they are caricatures of historical figures that I wrote.
Hmm. So I guess the troupe probably isn't really behind this. It sounds like this person.
But nothing will
Hmm.
make them stop performing.
When did you write this play?
She sits in 2.5, 3 months ago.
Okay.
Could
Have
you
you heard
describe what
anything
the
about this
person?
human?
Yeah.
Have you heard anything about this human since then?
Nope. Wait. There was one thing in the paper the other day. There was a very similar looking human. It rumored that he was making a pass to go for the council.
Oh. And what did that person look like?
I remember the name.
Okay.
Councilman Drin. He currently serves on a much smaller group, but it said he was running for like the High Council of the Spire.
You said Councilman Durin.
Drin, Dryn.
Thank you.
That name sound familiar to any of you guys? Would we know that name?
You have definitely heard that name before, not necessarily through the acting of this, but just you are familiar with the name. But
Is it normal to have a human councilman?
be the first.
Hmm.
It seems like it's very rare for humans
Yeah, they're not
to be
usually
here.
here, yeah.
Anyone who would like to see if they know more or they can make a connection here. That was basically rephrase that to make sure someone picks up. If you'd like to make any connections involved, between these two people, you can give me an investigate check, and whatever domain you think is appropriate.
Mm.
And if you don't have the investigate skill or a domain you think applies, remember it is still just 1d10.
Well, I probably could do that with maybe academia.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I think that would work, right?
Can I also make a roll?
Yes.
I'll hold off until you guys roll because I would be rolling a 1d10.
Okay, it's a 2d10, right?
If you have a skill, yes. If you have a domain, it's 3.
Okay, in the academia domain, that'd be 3.
Yeah. Do you have a skill that you think applies?
Make it-
Academia.
No, that's a domain. Skill.
Yeah, maybe
my bad.
investigate.
Dub already had a good one, so you know what?
Yeah, we don't
Fair
need
enough.
to.
We don't need to push the envelope.
Yeah. Drevon, you would know that you remember a technical report you once read about a piece of retro engineered technology where Dren was one of the lead scientists on it.
Okay.
You would also remember the same sets of papers mentioning a Cornelius and Marcus. Those papers are some of the ones you lifted from Undercity in Red Row
At the bar.
at the bar.
Okay. Was it in that binder or was it just? Because I remember picking up a couple of things.
Yeah,
there, I think.
it was with that binder.
Okay.
But you would recognize all 3 names as being like co-authors of this paper.
And I'm sorry, who else would you say? Cornelius?
Cornelius and Marcus, the 2 humans that kind of got in y'all's way when y'all were down there.
Those are humans?
Yes, y'all met 2 humans.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yes, and you laughed because of the name.
Yeah. My namesake. Did you read anything about what that retro tech was in that paper, or is it just kind of vague?
I would have to have studied it a little bit further
Okay.
to make more understanding of it. That was was it the cow's udder, right?
Yes, that was at the Cow's Udder. Cow spelled with a K.
Yep. I remember the binder had like details and schematics about the device, about a device, and that the device requires um like a person inside, maybe as a sacrifice. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah,
About this stuff,
recall that.
how much attention are y'all paying to your surroundings right about now?
I'm keeping an eye out, but I'm not.
Everyone roll me 1d10.
Okay, just a standard roll.
Yep, just standard 1d10.
Perfect.
No.
Okay.
So,
Get one more.
Ori and Cornelia, you can dive down out of the way because a gut instinct takes over. Trayvon, you feel the blast kind of push you back as the shockwave of a bullet flies through the air, embedding itself into Jasmine's shoulder. If Ori didn't move, she would have a new aeration hole in her forehead.
Okay.
Highly advise we seek shelter.
Jasmine screams out, "Trap door, stage!"
Oh, so she's not dead.
No, it managed to whiff Klinger in the shoulder, or Winger in the shoulder.
Can we grab her?
Yes.
Okay, let's get her to safety with us.
I guess I pull out my crossbow.
Okay.
And wait, no, do I have a gun? I have a
But
gun.
as a reminder, you did get the Vermisian carbine last session.
I did, yeah.
I'm picking Jasmine up.
Yeah, we can do. Can you the whole pick her up on your own, or do you want to go
I
shoulder to
can-
shoulder?
So Dub is gonna hate this. Midwives have arachnid blood,
Yes.
so I have 4 arms.
Okay.
So she's covered. I got her.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
then I'm going to also take out my. What do I have? I have a knife. That's not good. I'm
Gonna
gonna stay
stab
low.
the bullet.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay low. As
Okay.
we make our way. I'm gonna open up the door for Ori, the trap door.
Okay. As you go to get it open, give me another D10.
Okay.
I would kind of like to pull out my my carbine and do a quick scan of the area to see where the bullet came from. Staying low.
Okay. You can make a see what kind of roll would be best to ask for you. What would you like to roll? Let's put it that way.
I mean, I don't really have.
I would say you can investigate, but no domain.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah. I'll go with that.
And as you roll, Seraph, I just thought, thank you so much. That is amazing. Everybody who's in the Discord, go look in the art channel real quick.
Very nice.
Is it 2d10, right?
Oh yeah, it'll be 2d10.
Okay. Shit. I'm not doing well.
Yeah, you kind of look around a bit, and just a second, I have to do the thing I hate doing real quick. Where's the stress tab? And you're really gonna hate this. I apologize in advance. As you find yourself just looking the wrong way, you suddenly feel a hard thud on your shoulder.
I take it I got shot.
You've been shot.
Okay.
No.
Oh. Okay. Second. Have. Okay. Now / roll. 10. Okay, let me double check Fallout rules real quick. Okay, Okay. As that bullet hits you, that's the last thing you can really process for a moment. Is you're knocked out. You just hit the floor unconscious. The plate in your
Ooh.
armor, in your clothing, kind of like takes a bit of the blow, and it's like some of the vermisian itself almost helps whisk away that round. But yeah,
Can I run to get Drayvon?
yes.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Drayvon and bring him down the trapdoor with us.
Okay, so then I need to remove some stress. Give me a D10 if you go to do that.
Okay. Oh,
Okay. Cheat. Okay. Roll 10.
like the laughing. Am I dead?
No, you escaped punishment by the skin of your teeth.
Oh.
With a bit of a heave, you get Drayvon up onto your shoulder, and as bullets dance around your feet, you manage to get down into that trapdoor and seal it.
Okay.
To let you know, because it was hilarious. So you took 4 stress,
Okay.
and I'm actually going to reassign it because I put it on blood because what I thought, but then because I think this is actually a better fit. But then when I rolled your fallout roll, you rolled the exact same, so you don't suffer a fallout.
Okay.
Exact same as the total amount of stress. Because Drayvon had already had some stress accumulated from earlier in the session already.
Ah, yes.
Got hit by the just mollywop of a fallout. I was not prepared for that. I was just like, oh. So yeah, y'all are now kind of in a small, low. I'd say you're all kind of having to hunch over a bit cavern. Like it's around your shoulder height.
All right.
And Jasmine's still conscious. She goes, that way, right, left, left, down, down, up, left, right.
BA start.
Hope you can stay conscious enough to remind us of which way to go.
Just look for the handprints on the walls.
All right.
Do we need to inspect Drayvon's wound?
Yeah, I would like to, before we go, have a look at these.
As you go to look, you lift up and see there's like a runic pattern in the clothing, and as you shake it, the bullet falls out. Deformed like
Okay.
it did hit him, but it didn't break the skin.
Okay, so
That's
not too
good.
bad.
But that like concussive force just hitting him just sent him out.
Now, can I use my... I guess this isn't pertinent unless rolling, but I have my knack in healing. Is there anything I can do?
Not right now. Javon's just gonna need a
Okay.
moment to recover.
Okay.
Can Jessamine walk? Or do I need to carry her still?
Can kind of limp.
Okay. Do I need to carry Drayvon?
Yes, Drayvon cannot move.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm still unconscious.
I switch I switch the person I'm carrying then.
And I'll let them lean on me as they limp.
Oh man, I guess I met y'all at the right time. Just a few more minutes,
Yeah.
I'd be a goner.
We can discuss that when we get out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Let's just focus on getting out of here right now. Any idea who would have wanted to shoot you?
Maybe a rich person who paid me?
That narrows it down.
I'm willing to bet I'm silenced. They probably heard Ministry was coming up this way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ever did it. I just wanted some money. I wanted to be famous.
I just
Well,
I look at Cornelia with kind of just like a face. It's very hard to describe, just like
all of your nails together. Well, I say, if you really regret it, help us by giving us all the information you have so that we can put a stop to it.
Heck, I'll give y'all the original master script when I can rest up a little bit. It's y'all's. But to stop it, someone is going to have to change the show.
Change the show.
If the play goes as the play goes, the output is always the same. If it is played out the way it is meant to, someone dies. They're getting an extra from the neighborhood every night. For every show to die on set. They might be reviving them afterwards, but they're dying.
okay.
If you can replace that person, someone who won't die,
Okay.
or just replace the actors in the show itself and redo the show, you can change the final result.
All right.
I'm going to assume that's not going to be as easy as it
Calling an
sounds.
understudy. Yeah.
Yeah, the actors of the Sunlight Collective, the ones putting on the show, are a very secretive bunch. I think I know one of them who's performing it. I can give you an in on their family. You can use that to see where it leads you. But
Start.
about this point, you'll kind of get to the end of that long set of directions, and it's still under a stage somewhere, but it's well padded, and there's a few couches and a small stove. Here we are, home sweet home.
I find a softish part of a softish part of the ground and set Drayvon down.
And I'd like to use my healer's kit to do what I can for both of them.
Okay, give me for each of them separately, and I want you to declare which one you're rolling for first.
Okay, let's
Um,
roll for Drayvon.
Okay, it's going to be fix plus religion.
Okay, so I have 2 in fix and 1 religion, so it'll be a 3d10.
4d10.
4d10. Okay. Oh, do you want me to do it through the?
Yeah, if you could do it through the character
Yes,
sheet,
I
that would be amazing.
Yes, I can. And then I roll, and I do 4. Okay, that one was for Drayvon.
Okay, I will let you roll it. You recover 1d6 of stress that Drayvon has taken.
Excellent.
Me roll? Or...
No, I'm gonna let Cornelia roll.
Okay.
Roll again for.
Yeah, 1d6.
1d6.
Yes, just slash roll 1d6.
Okay, and this is for.
It'll be
or
how
I
much.
don't know.
It'll be how much stress will be healed away from
Got it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Got the hands. Okay.
Yeah, that That makes a big difference.
You're welcome.
In just a few minutes, Drevon sits up, kind of wipes his eyes, and Drevon, you're conscious now. Thank you, Norco. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And on that note, on I almost called you Norco. On Drevon's return to consciousness, we're gonna take about a 10-minute break. I'm gonna pause the recording. Okay. So as y'all are sitting in Jasmine's little hideout, Cornelia, you need to make another fix roll with religion to heal Jasmine, because you did a very good job healing Trayvon.
Okay, and I can use religion?
That is what you rolled last time, fix with religion.
Oh, I think I just forgot to take religion off.
Okay.
But that should be okay, right? Because my priest
Yeah, so 4d10.
is what, okay, 4d10. Let me roll it out of here. Fix, religion, roll. Oh, it's not letting me roll.
Sheet.
Like the button's not interactable. Just a second.
Fix.
It was earlier. Oh, there we go. I got it. I had
Okay.
to make my page larger. Okay, 4 die. Submit. 7. Ooh.
Okay, give me a d4. Like, roll 1d4. Okay, she grunts in pain as the bullet kind of, like, wiggles its way back out of her shoulder and falls to the floor. It is a large round, like, to the best of y'all's ability to tell, this would be something that's come out of, like, a sniper rifle or a hunting rifle. Like, it's a big bullet. It also has her name written on it.
Ooh.
Okay.
The bullet?
Yes, the bullet has Jasmine's name carved in it. And while it's a little squished, if you look at the round that Drevon took, it also has
Mhm.
Jasmine's name written on it.
Okay, so we were collateral. Can we ask Jasmine if she knows anything about this?
She looks like, no, I'm dead. I'm good as dead. Just give me a new gun and I'll take care of it myself real quick.
Okay, before that,
That's a Helionite
Helionite?
gun priest. Church of the Gun,
Yeah.
Red Row.
Look, I know them. I want to know why they want you dead.
Maybe someone else down there figured out I wrote a play that's killing scores of people.
Hmm.
what are the chances of that?
I mean, you three are here, aren't you?
Yeah, but you told us.
But y'all knew to look. Y'all know.
Mm.
I think someone's just trying to cover up any loose ends.
That's also
Yeah.
very likely. Someone probably just paid to have me killed. They sent the Helionite Church after me. As mentioned before, I did make a very rich man a play to kill people, and he probably doesn't want people knowing I wrote that.
So we think it's the councilman.
Yeah, it's probably Councilman Drin or a very, very upset Helionite who lost a family member. And I'm willing to bet it's Councilman. All the world's a stage, and I die under it.
Well, you're not dead yet, so
Maybe we can arrange somewhere safe for you to hide.
At this moment, could everyone roll 1d100? I'm going to roll one public to represent Jasmine, then I'm going to do the GM roll for the other side of this.
You said 100?
Yes, 1d100.
Okay.
you
All right. Rigged.
Very rigged.
Okay. Everyone but Dub sees a wooden door form at the end of the room. Cornelia, you are by now very familiar with this door.
Yes.
Ori, have you seen just a strange wooden door pop up in the Spire before?
No.
Ah. So as you look at it, you hear some words uttered in your mind. All houses in which men have lived and suffered and died are haunted houses.
Sounds familiar.
And Cornelia, you hear Telen's voice calling out for help. Or Ori, you hear the Lejean you just left at the temple screaming in agony, begging to come help. My midwives of the temple. My little Ori, where are y'all? And Jasmine looks at you. It told me it's safe in there.
Safe and where?
There, and she points to where the door is, which to you is just like blank space in the middle distance.
For just Drayvon?
Yeah,
Or
just
all
for
of
Drayvon.
us?
The rest of you see the
Okay,
door.
we can see it. Um, I can assure you it is not.
But it says it's safe.
Well, who are you hearing? Someone you know?
Mama.
That is not your mother.
No, that door is tricking you. We watched a man lose his mind.
It's a door. How can it trick me?
Was that
Hmm.
door always there before?
Sure it was.
Are you sure?
I
Think
don't see a
hard.
door.
I think I'm sure.
Drayvon has no reason to lie.
I'm just kidding.
If he says there's no door, then
But what do you see?
I I would like to grab a hold of her and emphasize there is no door. Do not trust it.
But if I stay here, I'm dead.
If you go through that door, you are dead.
Deader, even. I know some Lejean who can hide you in the temple. I think you could be safe there.
Ori, well, they're going back and forth. You keep hearing that Lejean from your screaming in pain. What do you do?
I'm staring wide-eyed in horror at the door.
And this is your first time seeing the door?
Yes.
All you have to know is don't open it.
Why would I not open it?
Uh, we watched a man go crazy in there, and now he's there for all eternity, suffering. So,
So the door is not real.
oh, it's real. It's really there. You can really go through it, but you won't like where it takes you. Can I tell Ori all about how we went in there and the haunted room or the
Yeah, you can talk about your experiences with the house.
okay. So I don't remember the description of the house, but when we went
Uh,
through the door,
I'm So to make it easier, because I know like asking you to remember that whole spiel is way too much, I'm going to copy paste it real quick, and I'm going to send
Okay.
it to Ori, or send it to Arugula. Do, 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 copy. I am so glad they made this whole thing like streaming friendly and PC friendly.
And even if Trayvon doesn't see the door, he knows we went through a door, and he knows that they appear at will. So, or they appear. So he doesn't think we're making it up. Was that door part of the Vermissian? I don't remember.
No, it is older than the Vermissian. It is
Older
older.
than Vermissian.
It is older than the Spire itself.
Okay.
And yes, I apologize. I know that is an info dump to read.
Hey.
Imagine I said that. But anyhow, so that's why we don't particularly want to go back in there. It seems like you kind of lose your senses in there and your will to leave.
So what I'm hearing is not actually happening.
Oh, it's happening. It's just what is it's just a way to lure you in. I'm not saying that you're who was it again?
Sean,
The
you
Lashawn.
work with, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's the same Lashawn from your temple.
Or at
We
least
can
not from right now.
we could go back right now and verify that they are safe. But what that door and what's beyond the door is very real.
And it's also doesn't strictly obey the flow of time.
Yes.
So maybe that could be that priest, but not from right now.
So don't open the door.
Do not open the door.
Is that what Zoe's telling us?
Push the button.
I was waiting for the
Oh my
button. I was waiting for it. Don't push the button either.
Ignore the button.
Okay, I am no longer looking at the door, and I have my ears covered. Does that help at all?
Give me a roll resist plus occult. If you don't have resist, just drop a d10. So it'll be 3d10 if you have everything, or for each one you don't have, remove a d10.
Okay, so you said it was
The resist skill and the occult domain.
okay. So I have occult. So would that be a
2d10.
2? 2. Okay.
Okay. I apologize. I'm gonna have to pause the recording for a second and check on my dog. I will be right back. So hold the result
Oh.
of your roll.
That's your dog. Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely thought that was your dog Arugula.
Oh no, she's
Okay, we're back. And you rolled a. Okay, you rolled a 5. So you really, really want to go check. Like right now, you want to go check on your Lejean.
I'm doing that.
Oh, dang it! I did not mean to make that a public roll. Oh well. Slash GM roll. Okay then. Sorry. Uh. You just feel like adrenaline coursing through you. And until you get a second to like breathe, you want nothing more than to go run out and check on your Jean. Like, you are now one track mind. It's an adrenaline rush, if you will.
So I am just stuck here.
For now, you are stuck here, but you want nothing more than to go. Go, 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 go.
Okay.
After a few more minutes, the door fades away.
Okay.
And Jasmine just kind of looks over at it, like where it was. That might have been my last chance for safety.
No, Jessamine, it was not.
I could assure you that it was not your last chance. We can help you. Fear not.
Yeah.
Fear,
Glorious Lady will protect you. I promise.
for now, fear lots, but okay. So before the next round comes for me, you can tell like Jasmine is defeated. Like any ability to fight or rebel is gone. Before the next round comes and y'all aren't there to save me, here's everything you'll need. She pulls out like 4 massive binders out from under one of the couches. As she pulls them out, you realize it's what was holding the couch up. It is now on the floor.
I thought you got paid pretty well for this. Why is it
Yeah,
so dingy?
I bet it all
Um,
and drank the rest. Look, drinks in the Spire ain't cheap.
I mean, yeah, they are.
Okay, good drinks. I'm not drinking that, like, tasteless sludge you'll drink down in Red Row.
man, I want to help you less and less. I still will though.
Harley, it's okay. There's nobody out there. Don't backtalk me. Okay. I heard that.
So these binders, they're the play itself.
The first 2 are the play. The third one is a contract detailing the sell and of the rights of the play to the playwright.
Okay.
And the fourth is kind of a arcane ritual guide to dummies of how the thing works.
Right. So, can we have a look at that contract and see if there's any names in it?
You can, but it is going to take you hours. It is thousands of pages.
Okay. Well, I mean, if it's possible, I would like to head back into the Vermisian.
Oh yeah, you can get to your vault.
Go to my vault. And I could take everybody with me, right?
Correct. And
Okay.
as you talk about it, like as you think about wanting to go, a manhole cover pops up on top of the rug in the middle of the room.
Perfect. We could take this opportunity to sneak out of here.
Smart. But
Take the moment to go over these binders. You know, set our minds at ease, and then maybe take what's the person's name again? I'm sorry.
Jasmine?
Jessamine?
Yeah,
Jasmine. We take Jasmine to the temple where we acquired Ori, and see if they can provide a safe space.
Mm-hmm. Uh, can you bring more than one person with you into the
Yeah,
Vermisian? Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
You'll
could take more. I could take you all to the vault.
you'll all take a little bit of stress, but you can go.
Are we in a stress situation where that's safe?
Yeah. I mean, let me double check, but I believe so. Whiff should be okay. Sorry, Cornelia should be okay. Ori should be okay.
Would
Cornelia less okay than Ori, but y'all both should be fine.
would it be helpful if I did my I don't have my character sheet. I couldn't find the printout. But you know how I have the
Yes. Let me go look at your Legion abilities. I can pull up those on. Sorry, I'm a Carrion Priest, Firebrand, Idol, Knight, Legion. Okay. Okay, no, not that one. That one.
Well, With has the right of respite,
right, that's what I think
Yep. Okay.
he's looking
which
at.
restores 3 stress from mind or blood.
Yeah, that would actually help both of you a lot.
Okay.
All right, I would like to do that before we head on out.
Okay. Since you do only have mind stress, I will take care of that for you.
Okay.
Then Trayvon's sheet. I need to find a more efficient way to do this. Okay, and Trayvon's gonna help. Trayvon's fallout kind of getting knocked out was the best thing that could have happened in that moment.
Oh, okay.
Because if you took one more stress, death was on the table.
Oh, well,
Oh.
that's not okay.
Well, you also got some stellar healing
Yeah.
from a
I
very
do.
impressive healer.
Yeah, but when you suffer fallout, you heal a lot of the stress you have.
Yeah.
So like getting knocked out like made that buffer space where your heal just made it a-okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so your rite of respite takes, let's say it takes you like 10 minutes to get through.
Okay.
And I know you can describe it however you like. I always picture these as like rec center yoga classes.
Exact. I swear to God, you were like in my mind because my sister used to teach yoga, and I was gonna just describe that.
Yeah. Like,
Well, I would say in the time that is needed for the rite to be completed, I would instruct Jasmine to gather what they can
Mm-hmm.
for our journey, or at least you know, take what you can with you. You're not coming back here.
she tries to
So
grab like 5 separate ball gowns.
no.
But what am I supposed to wear?
What balls are you going to be going to? No. You're on the run for your life right now.
I like imagining that she sounds exactly like Larid and goes,
Mm.
"But what am I supposed to wear?"
Gosh, if everyone in the world used my exact tone of voice, that would be a miserable place to exist in.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's Jessamine. Yeah, look, you'll be fine. You'll have clothes. Think about what just happened. Is that really what you want to worry about right now?
It's what I always worry about.
Mm.
At this point,
Y'all.
y'all like have an extra second to look at the walls and stuff, and they are covered in self-portraits.
Mm.
Yay.
Maybe we should have let her walk through the door. Well, anyway.
She finally kind of grumpily agrees and like packs some smaller things and more reasonable clothing. Still ostentatious and gaudy as all get out, but like much more reasonable than trying to carry like multiple ball gowns through the Vermisian.
She's a drow, right?
Yes, she's a drow.
She doesn't wear those masks.
The aelfir are the high elves. But as a drow who's
I
been
know
involved
some
in the
still
theater,
do.
yeah, she is very well to do.
Hmm.
Or considers herself very well to do. She considers herself to be one of the next idols of the city, influencers, if you will.
What's her handle?
At soon to be dead. Because yeah, she would have immediately taken a chance to update that if there was social media in the Spire. But no, she takes some time, gets everything ready, gets like a small traveling trunk that like sits low on your back. Like it looks almost like it sits like a backpack, but it is very clearly a hardback trunk. It's bigger on the inside.
Gotcha. Okay.
So how are we getting there without getting some high velocity lead injection?
I kick open the manhole cover, and I just jump right in.
Wait, that wasn't there before.
Well, it is now.
You're paying for the new rug then.
The rug is fine. Also, why are you still worried about the rug?
Yeah,
It
you
was a-
rather stay here with your rug?
It was a
'Cause-
gift. She kind of begrudgingly drops into the Vermisian. And
I forgot I need to start pushing people into there because I don't have time to explain.
and you would think the Vermisian has a sense of humor because everywhere around you see horrible caricatures of her. Just making screeching faces and noises and cries.
Vermisian is right. It's right.
And Cornelia, you've been in the last 24 hours. So I'm gonna lower the stress you take because like I've had a
Okay.
bit of chance to
Yeah.
acclimate to it. Okay. Try to make it easy. It still rolls the highest value it can. But thankfully I don't even have to make a fallout check for that. It would help if I put it on the right character sheet.
Fine.
And I still don't have to make a fallout check. Everything's good. Now, Ori, have you ever been in the Vermisian?
Would it have made sense for me to?
Maybe in your training, you might have spent some time alongside a Vermisian or something. More than likely a midwife, given your career path. But you might have spent a few days around one or been on a mission that required you to go through it.
Okay, then we'll say I've been there, but it was a very long time ago.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna suffer the full stress. And I goofed and rolled it public. Oh well. You're in luck. You also don't have to make a fallout roll because you have a ton of free slots in mind.
Enjoy your youth.
Please.
You both get a bit of a headache as you fall in. Jasmine's full blown screaming.
Mm.
About
Mildly annoying.
100
Should
yards
we-
to your left, the last train whizzes by at like top speed. No rails, nothing to guide it. It's just falling through the Vermisian.
I guess I'll just grab Jasmine by the arm and kind of escort her towards the vault.
Okay, and
Just so she has a little bit more of a easier time traversing the Vermisian.
as you get to the vault, she's finally putting herself together. She goes, how often do you come here?
Often.
How are you not insane?
Who says
She-
I'm not?
Oh, you're funny.
Does she know what a Vermisian sage is?
She knows what the Vermisian is. Most people don't know there are people who willingly go there.
Okay.
The Vermisian is almost like the land of the boogeyman to the average resident of the Spire.
That makes sense.
Like, parents tell their kids stories of monsters that crawl out of the Vermisian and take the kids if they don't wash their clothes or make their bed in the morning. It's either that or the creature of VAT 19. Which I just got the reference that is.
I want to make it clear that when she asks me, how am I not crazy? And I tell her, what makes you think I'm not? She hears the box. Push the button.
Do
Push
you think
the
we should
button.
give her the box?
No.
I'm just
Uh,
saying that's like two birds,
mm.
one stone.
Maybe. No, I don't want to do that to some random.
Button the push. Push the button.
Mm-hmm.
Push it.
Thought you
Or-
put an extra layer of cloth on that bad boy.
Or
Push it real good. Dun, dun, dun,
Na,
dun,
na,
dun,
na,
dun,
na,
dun.
na, na, na.
or you want to push the button.
Maybe later. Shut up.
Maybe later. Shut up. Push the button.
Okay. All right. So into the vault we go. It was that long.
It was like 20 minutes into the vault.
So yeah, I want to maybe just like spread out the binders between the three of us. I don't necessarily want Jasmine to kind of be too concerned about that. Right now we just want to make I want to make sure that they're
So each of you,
relaxing.
if you don't have the investigate skill, treat it like you have the investigate skill for now. Make an investigate plus a cult roll. And also, if you don't, yeah, make it easy. Everyone do a check like you have 4d10. We're going to assume you've all become proficient because of the abilities of the vault. I know it's a bit more nuanced than that, but I'm doing that to make it interesting.
Do you want us
Okay.
all to roll?
Yes, all of you.
Yeah,
Roll.
Investigate
everyone.
and occult?
Yes, and,
Because you're all going through your each own binder, right?
yes, and because you're in the vault, you're going to be rolling 4d10 to do this.
Okay, so just roll 4d10.
Okay.
Everybody got a 10. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, we did it on him.
So you want, like, it takes you a while and some legal references. I'm going to start with the contract, and that is, who took the contract?
I think I did.
Okay. So as you go through the contract, it goes through shell corporation and shell companies and holding individuals. You can quickly research from books in the vault to just prove that this person just operates as a middleman. But finally, it does go back to Councilman Drin.
Oh,
Oh.
got him. Boys, we got him. So Corp. Councilman Trin.
Howdy, Baba. Thank you. Okay. And then who took the script?
I believe I did.
Okay,
That
so
was a 2 binder thing, right?
yes, and then the last one
Okay.
was the ritual, like magic how-to, essentially. So the play is a very traditional, like, story of a princess of the Spire who fought back against the fate that was posed before her, fought to secure her own freedom. And it goes into great detail on how, like, different injuries that occur in the fights change the stories in different ways. But while normally you would know a play like this would mention maybe a cut or a bruise, this mentions missing limbs, organs, and even death every time there's a fight. And then the ritual how-to, Ori, that you're reading through. Pretty much for every... Based on the amount of blood spilled on stage is how violent the people become. So the more violent and aggressive it is, And long as 3 specific lines are read at 3 specific points, the crowd is worked into a literal frenzy. But after cross-referencing, you'll notice the lines aren't in the script.
Interesting. So how would these individuals know the lines needed to conduct the ritual?
Councilman Dren said he wanted to make a... Well, however, now to be councilman, said he wanted to make some finishing touches. I imagine he carved them directly into the minds of the actors. So they, whether they want to or not, will always know those lines. You'll have to find a way to take them away from their lines. Jasmine said the same thing. Or
Do we know which specific actor would would I be able to infer which actors would be completing these lines? Or would we have to like sit through the play first to kind of...
There are a few other ways you could, but right now you cannot find a way.
Okay.
Or a way is not apparent to you, let's put it that way. Or, this is a dumb idea, but I'm mad I didn't think of it sooner. Take away their blood. If they can't bleed, they can't fuel the ritual.
From the actors or from the audience?
The actors.
So, how would you recommend we do
Sanguinate
that?
them.
There's a couple ways. You could have each of them undergo the undying surgery. Y'all would know that is a expensive and rare procedure where the heart of a person is taken out and a totem is put in its place. And as long as that heart is not destroyed, they don't die.
You said it's expensive.
Expensive, rare, time consuming, costly.
All right, well, that's out of the question then.
There is
I don't think we have the time, nor do we have the funds.
there is another,
No.
and I'm looking for my copy of one of the books real quick so I can get children. Okay, Black Magic. Not what it's the back page. You could convert them into the deep apiarist, where their organs are replaced with wax simulacra, and there is blood in their body, or bees in their body.
Price associated with bee people.
So, second, I'll have to get the other solution to y'all before the next game, because that's where we'll
that's
end
fine.
tonight. 'Cause I've been live for almost 7 hours. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see y'all in the next video, and that's where the recording will end.